Hello to all of my stunning Leos out there, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. I am so happy to have you tuning in to a new monthly energetic forecast. As I said, this is for all of my Leos out there, so that is Sun, Moon, Rising, even Venus. So whether you are a new viewer, cross-watching for someone you know, or just dropping by to see what's up, you are in for a treat because there's so many changes happening. Not only are we in October and in Libra season, but we are also officially in autumn. The change of seasons is so impactful because we are going off of Mother Earth's timetable, and being children of Mother Earth, when her schedule calls for changes, the rest of us just follow suit. So there's some major developments to look forward to anytime we have the start of a new season. In this forecast, I will be going over your love life, finances, blessings, challenges, a message from your guides, as well as I'll even be covering how October's new and full moon cycles could manifest in your life, what that could look like, and how to work with that energy. All right. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited for October. Halloween has been my favorite holiday ever since I was a kid. I know it sounds really weird probably, but it's also the day that I started reading tarot. So it's kind of like my tarot anniversary. Even though I'll miss the warm weather, I'm really excited for the fall. Hopefully you guys are too. All right, so we're just going to get straight to business today. So let me just start out by saying that this is a general reading for all of my Leos out there. So in order for this message to resonate with your own individual spirit, you need to be intuitively synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that, I will be offering a 30-second meditation. So if you'd like to participate, go on ahead, become aware of your own body. Take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds. Then exhale out of your mouth for 6 to 7 seconds. Once you are relaxed, we'll begin that meditation right now. All right, so hopefully that meditation helped you all to tap into your own psychic knowing. Please don't forget to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. They are all linked in the description box down below for easy access to each sign. I want to thank you all so much for your love and support. You guys have become family to me, and I love you all so very much. I also want to take this time to give credit where credit is due, and to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and spirit itself for delivering such a beautiful message today. Now, without further ado, let's get to the actual reason that you clicked on this video. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with this card all the way over here to the left. This card is going to be showing me the energy that may be surrounding your relationships and your love life for the month of October. So let's go ahead and take a look. 7 of Wands in reverse. I see you really trying to avoid conflict in your relationships this month, Leo. I'm seeing a lot of your energy being spent with you trying to keep everyone happy or trying to keep everything copacetic. It's like you're willing to do whatever you need to do to keep the peace in your relationships. But the thing is, that's impossible. As you can see in this card, let me just hold it up here and make it upright. Get it into focus. All right, there we go. So as you can see here in this card, this person here, he's using one of his own wands to try and keep the crocodiles at bay. But the thing is, he's exerting energy and it's a waste of his time because it's not something that he can keep up with. Eventually, those crocodiles are going to make their way to the surface. So this is prompting me to ask some of you anyways, what are you trying to bandage? It's like trying to slap a band-aid on a broken bone, and it's like you don't need a band-aid. You need x-rays and some time to allow healing. You might even need some sort of like physical therapy, right? So this could go either way. Either you are the one trying to ignore the actual damage or pain that's been caused, or there's someone in your life that's trying to disregard your feelings and your needs. Maybe you are trying to disregard your own feelings and needs. Somewhere there's an issue or feelings that are not being addressed, and I fear that may cause some damage the longer that this goes without some sort of acknowledgement. There's accountability that needs to be considered in one or more of your relationships, and until that happens, either you or someone else is going to feel as though they don't matter. It's like either you or this person is saying, I'm screaming, how could you not hear me? Or I'm crying, how could you not see me? Or I'm hurting, how could you not feel me? Whoever is being emotionally neglected won't sit around and take this for much longer. So if that is you, speak up and make your needs known because you deserve that. Even if you're trying to kind of neglect your own feelings, your own emotions, eventually your shadow side or your emotions are going to kind of like rear their head out and say, hey, we need to be acknowledged here. You need to realize this. You need to acknowledge this. You need to deal with this. You really don't want to push your emotions to that point to where they're like, oh, I'm coming out whether you like it or not, because that leads us to be very emotionally impulsive. That leads to rage. That leads to emotional imbalances. So whatever it is that's going on here, whether it's within your own self or with a relationship of yours, it's going to be very, very imperative that somebody acknowledges what is happening here, okay? So if it is someone else in your life, ask them how you can be there for them and go into that conversation without any conditions. Don't expect anything, just be there, because I'm just simply seeing the need for someone's heart to be noticed and heard, because whoever this is, they are doing everything they can to keep their pain or those heavy feelings away, but they always surface somehow. The way to cope with this is to acknowledge and to accept, all right? That the way you're not dealing with emotional imbalances, that the way you're not dealing with rage, that the way you're not dealing with depression and anxiety, okay? Because that's exactly what depression and anxiety is. It's untreated emotional responses. It's unacknowledged emotional responses. It's unacknowledged emotions. And this can manifest in very many different ways. Depression and anxiety is one of the most common ways that this does manifest in very many people's lives, okay? So let's go on ahead and move on to this card here. This is going to be showing me the energy surrounding your work, career, professional life, or your school life, okay? We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you're so used to doing everything on your own, Leo, and it's not just going to be feasible for you this month. This October, it's going to be important to allow others in any way you feel comfortable. That's the help that you've been looking or praying or asking for. You don't need to necessarily trust them with every fiber in your being, but don't allow trust to keep you from receiving the help, support, and love it is that you've been calling into your life or that you've been in need of. This card upright speaks on a collaboration in a general sense. Collaboration is when you work alongside someone to create something. So whether you are creating something, working on something, or just simply need support, or just need a hug, or just need some words of encouragement, accept it. Don't ask questions. Don't wonder why they're offering themselves. It's okay this October to accept support and love. Usually when you work with someone or collaborate with someone, every person involved usually is expecting some form of compensation for their efforts. So I can understand completely why you may be questioning, why are you really doing this? What do you actually want? Why are you actually here? But you don't need to question that this month. To see this in reverse is telling me whoever this may be in your work or school or professional life that wants to assist you is there solely because they just want to be of service to you, because it's something you need that they can offer. Take that offer and don't worry about what comes next. Like I was saying, this is that support or help you've been looking for. Maybe you had a different concept or idea in mind when you called out for this initially, but Spirit in the universe is delivering to you exactly what it is that you need. You can fully trust in Spirit's plan. So rest easy, knowing that this is not a setup and that this won't fall through. This is your help being delivered to you, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to this card here. This is going to be showing me the blessings that you may encounter during this month of October. And we have Temperance in reverse. Beautiful. You don't need to be the alchemist this month, Leo. And when I say alchemy, I'm talking about an individual that brings together different resources to create something, kind of like this Three of Pentacles over here. But Temperance in reverse is telling you your blessings are coming to you just because. Like I said earlier, you called out for what it is that you needed. Well, now in this month of October, it is being hand delivered to you. There's nothing required of you besides patience and or trust. I feel like this card is coming to tell many of you that your prayers or desires or tears and frustrations, they've all been seen, they've all been witnessed, and they've all been heard. Spirit and the universe has been a witness to your pains, your frustrations, your heartaches, your disappointments, the needs that you've been asking for in your life, the wants that you've been asking for in your life. They've been witnessing all of this. Maybe they've been quiet during this time, but they're watching and seeing every little thing. You don't have to worry about whether you're being heard, whether Spirit can hear you, whether the universe is actually willing to help you. They're watching. They're right there with you, okay? And this card is in reverse, so it's saying that you don't need to do anything. There's another alchemist that is working on what you need for you. This magician, this alchemist is Spirit itself. I remember, and I wasn't going to mention it because I wasn't sure, but during my meditation for you specifically, Leo, I saw a person with their head in the palm of their hands, and they looked like they were just sitting at a desk, maybe at home, and they were just crying because they were just looking over all the things it is that they need to do or that they have to do, and they just don't have the resources, they just don't have the funds, they just don't have the energy, they're lacking something that is needed, and they're so frustrated frustrated from it. They were so stressed out about it. Even though they were frustrated, there was this energy there of defeat because it was like they didn't know what to do. It was like they couldn't come up with any solutions. They were afraid because they didn't know a way out of this. They couldn't see a way out of this. So if you've been feeling afraid or hopeless or stressed or like there's no solution to your worries, stop worrying. And I know that that's difficult. Trust me. I know I still have my moments to this day where I have to sit down, literally remind myself, like tell myself, oh yeah, that's right. Spirit does have my back. The universe is supporting me. Sometimes we have to talk ourselves up a little bit, but listen, your tears have been seen. Your prayers have been heard. Leo, all you need is patience and faith. The blessing here is what you need is developing. As I speak right now, you will see that soon. So just keep your faith. Remember who you are and remember how far it is that you have come. Remember that you are a child of divinity that is not walking alone in whatever it is that you are going through, okay? So let's go on ahead and check out this card here. This is going to be showing me the challenging energy that you may be encountering for the month of October. And we have here, look at this. We have the Sun. Two major arcana cards here. So the Sun in reverse for your challenges. Exactly. It's difficult for you to feel the warmth of the sun this month, Leo. And you being a child of the sun, it's like taking water away from a fish. You need the energy of the sun. The sun brings warmth, it brings light, it brings happiness, contentment, security, and faith, especially to my Leos, because you are ruled by the sun. So you may feel this October like it's difficult to invoke that feeling of the sun when you don't see it often. It's amazing how we can experience some of the best moments, some of the best times of our life where we were just so extremely happy. But the first thing that takes us out of that happy place, the first thing that pisses us off or saddens us or disappoints us, it's like we forget that jubilation. Sometimes it's difficult to remember what happy feels like when the circumstances and the environment around you isn't happy or it isn't euphoric. This is your challenge this month, Leo, is to remain that child of the sun while in the dark of night. You have to maintain your peace and faith even through the difficult times. You don't have to wear a false smile on your face if that's not what you're feeling, but hold on to your peace and trust in spirit. The sun always comes back up. That's why so many ancient religions, especially the ancient Egyptians or the ancient Cometians, which is how I refer to them, especially them, they worship the sun because it was one of the only things in their life that was constant. So people would be born, they would age, and they would die. The seasons change. Even the moon has different phases every night. The constellations in the heavens shift. But the one thing that was constant then and is still constant now in modern times is the sun always rises in the east and it sets in the west. Your sun will rise again in the east. Know that when the sun comes back out again, you may end up forgetting about these challenges. So look to the sun and keep your faith, Leo, all right? So let's go ahead and check out this card here. This card is representative of the message that your guides have to say to you for this month of October. So let's take a look. And we have the Six of Swords. The only card that jumped out upright, which is interesting too, because I only work with jumper cards when I'm shuffling. As I'm shuffling, I like for them to jump out because they're very aggressive when they jump out. And that's how I know, like, okay, that's the card that's meant for this a specific reading. But it's interesting that this is the only upright card and this is the card from your guides. So I'm hearing your guides say they want you to move, but they want you to move mentally. They want you to think differently and to speak differently, because the Six of Swords is the card of transition in a general sense. It's all about moving from one point to another after finding defeat or victory with the card that came before, which is the Five of Swords. The transition your guides want you to make is within the mind. They are saying that when you are facing difficult or challenging times, they want you to transfigure your own mind out of that challenging place and make passage to a more peaceful and less stressed place. We can't control life and its happenings, but what we can control is how it affects us. Don't let life tell you who to be or what to feel. That right exclusively belongs to you, okay? So you tell yourself how it is that you're going to feel. Yeah, things are going to happen. That's fine. There's nothing we can do about a lot of different things that go on in life and that happen in life. But what you can control, what you can dictate is how it is that you respond to it, how it is that it makes you feel, okay? So let's go on ahead and check out these two cards here, and this is going to be showing me the new and full moon energy and how that may be affecting you this month, because we have a new moon in Libra and a full moon in Aries for the month of October. Well, the new moon in Libra already happened. It happened September 28th. The Queen of Cups. and the Three of Wands. So I see around the time of the new moon and the beginning of October, the energy that may be most prevalent in your life is you wanting to nurture or to make everyone happy. And even though it makes you feel good to be there for everyone, I'm seeing that by the time the full moon in Aries hits, which is around mid-October, I see you being a lot more concerned with your own needs. I see you being a little more focused on the self and trying to figure out how to maneuver through these emotional currents. But I don't see you being overwhelmed at all. Like the crow in this Three of Wands here, he's not overwhelmed. In fact, he's standing tall above his surroundings, and he's not shook by what it is that he sees. He's taking in what it is that he sees before he makes his departure. There's no feelings attached to it. He's just simply saying, all right, well, this is the terrain that I'm dealing with. This is what it is that I'm going to be encountering. And that's where I see you by mid-October, is like, this is what it is, and I'm just going to handle it like the sun child that I am. I really see that confidence coming back, where it's like, oh, I'm ready to go attack this. I'm ready to go and step out. I've had my time to grieve. I've had my time to be upset. I've had my time to be angry. Now it's time for me to believe. Now it's time for me to do what I do best, and that is to fight. That is to be a warrior. That is to be a believer. That is to be strength for myself and for my loved ones. And that's exactly what I see by mid-October, which is amazing, Leo. So let's go on ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here to see what else it is that I'm picking up on. Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. Beautiful. Jack-o'-lantern, protection. Wow. And fertility. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. I told you guys. So the first things first that I really have to point out here is your ancestors are heavily covering you this October, Leo. To see the ancestors card pulled with the protection card, they are trying to say that we are here protecting you. Yeah, you don't need to fear, stress, or worry at all, Leo. You are more than fine. You may really start to see or feel the presence of your ancestors come into your life very, very strongly around the middle of October near the full moon in Aries. That might have been why I was picking up on this energy very strongly, where it's like, all right, I'm ready to get back to business now. I've had my time to grieve. I've had my time to be upset. Now it's time to get back to business. I believe that may be your ancestors coming in and really providing you with that extra strength and nourishment and encouragement and confidence. That's when I see you getting this push of, I'm ready to go out and conquer. Your ancestors are assisting you in that self-assurance or confidence that you will be getting a huge burst of around mid-October. And fertility here is building off of what your guides told you about mentally separating yourself from the present if it feels too difficult or too challenging. They want you, your guides, they want you to mentally remove yourself from anything heavy or stressful in October, because like I said with this temperance in reverse over here, all you need is patience and faith, because your prayers and desires and tears have been heard, seen, felt, witnessed. Fertility is coming to tell you that you are very fertile right now, especially in the energetic sense. The universe and spirit is smiling down on you, because when they see you this month of October, they see a fertile ground, a fertile body, and a fertile mind. They see fertile energy. They see energy that is ready to be implanted or impregnated with blessings, with opportunities, with potential, with light, with the sun again. Faith is a fertilizer, because it is your belief that is going to call in the things it is that you need and want. Keep your faith, Leo. I cannot stress that enough. When the time comes for the universe to deliver to you, they need to see someone open, willing, and ready, not someone closed off by doubts, stress, and fear, okay? Because out of nowhere, I'm telling you, it's going to be like a flip, where there's going to be this massive showering of the things it is that you want, need, and have called out for, okay? So this is really, really awesome, my Leos. I am so happy for you guys. I'm a Leo moon myself. I don't know why I'm saying that as if my moon isn't in Leo, but this is really awesome what it is that I'm seeing here for you guys. So this is all that I'm seeing for my beautiful Leos. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys giving me a chance, giving my channel a chance, giving this reading a chance. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you guys haven't already. I just want to take this time again to say a huge thank you to your guides, my guides, our higher self, and spirit itself for delivering this beautiful message today. Hopefully you guys come back to visit me sometime soon, but until then, you guys stay blessed, stay encouraged, be strong, and go take over the world, okay? Bye, guys.